in and flown out, including the psych, so that basically there's nothing down on the ground. And then also making sure like lights in the booth and all that, all the equipment up there are shut down. So that's kind of your like end of the night. Also, make sure and check all the doors. Oftentimes, this side door can be left open, and that is not a good thing. There are, with this garage door, it uses a battery system for the safety, so that you don't crush somebody, which is located in this bottom thing down here. If the battery gets below a certain percentage, the door won't actually close unless you override. And so what you actually need to do is hold the 3 buttons in, let them go. You'll hear a like click, 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 and then you can press the down. And you might have to do it multiple times. 2 is usually the count before it'll start overriding and come down. So that's how you can close that. When that happens, make sure and let a custodian know, because they'll swap the battery. Yeah, it literally happens about once a month. Yay fun. You shouldn't have to have anything to do with orchestra style storage. It's pretty self-contained. In fact, this door will be down when we don't have the as well. The lighting plot, the rep plot in the loft is 5 areas wide by 5 areas deep. And it starts on the orchestra pit cover is the first row, and then the next row is right along right behind that, and then it just works its way back. There is a front light, side light from each side, and then a LED backlight. The center 3 rows also have a conventional source for power backlight. The orchestra pit cover and the very last row do not.
And can the rep plot be added to?
Yes, the rep plot can be added to. And I'll show you where the fixtures are. The rep plot can be added to, but it cannot be at any time changed. So you can't go in and like move a light. What you can do is you can add gel, or you can add gobos. The only thing with adding gobos is that you can't knock focus. So if you want it to be out of focus, you'll need to add frost in there. So, and if you want it to be in focus and it isn't, well, you're kind of out of luck.
And is it possible to borrow stuff from the loft light-wise when people are in here? Can people talk to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's plenty of fixtures back there,
cool.
And you can use those fixtures to add specials or additional lights wherever you need them. If you're like, oh, there's only one circuit here and I need this, rep plot light to be pointed in a different place. Well, if you don't need that rep plot light, you can unplug the rep plot light and add your light next to it using that circuit. You just have to make sure when you are done to pull the light you added and plug it back in. And that's the other thing, and you have to strike all of the stuff you add. So if you add lights, or if you add gel, or any of that stuff, you have to strike that at the end of the show. So that is, so there's 3 electrics over the stage. They have both power and DMX. All of our LED lights, which you can actually look up and see, run off of the power distro, and I'll show you that. It's up in the front right corner. The dimmers all run off of the dimmer channels there. It is wired DMX, and so there's DMX on the far end. And it is first universe and third universe. So second universe isn't up on the bars, so to give us more room. So, and all of the rep plot lights are all in first universe. So second is almost entirely left to, second and third are almost entirely left to specials. So, in addition to the 3 electrics that were installed as part of the space, there is a 4th electric back here, which gives you your LED light for back row, and then also the cyc lights. On the cyc light bar, there are 8 moving head fixtures. Those aren't part of the rep plot. They're just hung there for storage, but they are wired up to be used from there. They just don't have the power lead to them on a regular basis. So you'd have to run power up to them, but they're all daisy chained together to work. As
I
long
think
as you
there's
have
power actually up to there, you just read down and plug them in.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. The lamps on those are super expensive, so if you don't need to use them, you know. But if you are going to use one or whatever, that's fine. And I do have spare lamps. So. Yeah. So at the very back, we do have a cyc. In front of the back traveler, there is a white scrim, for God knows what reason. The thing with the white scrim is it doesn't fly all the way out. Similar to the cyc, it would hang that low, and so it's bunched up right now, and actually has never been used for any production that has ever occurred in this space. But
I think I used for Wizard of Oz.
did you?
I think so.
Maybe one.
Like 10.
But there is a black scrim just behind the first electric, and that one will fly all the way out because I ordered it to be the right height. Because I ordered it. So, and that can be used, it's just tied up to keep it out of the way, but you can just pull the ties, drop it down, and good to go. Need to add weight to the bottom, I think. So,
Awesome.
yeah. Otherwise, there's the main drape, downstage traveler, and then you've got leg, mid-stage traveler, leg.
Do you have any tracks?
Nope.
Sweet. Makes
Nope,
life simple.
solid floor.
Yay!
There are 4 floor outlets for lights, so you can use those for conventionals or whatever. The only unfortunate thing is that whilst the floor outlets have multiple plugs in them, they're all the same channel.
Okay.
So, huge pain in the butt there. But you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 channels on the floor. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, let me go over here.